This is Sports Drive.
Welcome back into Sports Drive. Once again, I'm your host, Preston Moore. Mentioned we'd be talking some TPSN tonight. There's a lot of great basketball games going on tonight. Some girls basketball playoffs and some boys basketball regular season games. One of them being one of the best boys basketball regular season games we have seen, or we will see all season long. Amarillo High and Palo Duro. That'll be streaming live on TPSNsports.com tonight. Joining me now is TPSN broadcaster who will be on the call tonight, Brice Sheets. Brice, how are you doing today?
Preston, I'm great. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm glad to have you on the show. Excited to talk about this game. Amarillo High, Palo Duro, these two teams have been far and away the two best boys basketball teams at the 5A classification in our area by far. Meeting head-to-head tonight, district game. Doesn't get a whole lot bigger than this. What are you expecting from this game? And personally, how excited are you for it? I'm pretty excited for it.
I'm very excited for the game. It should be a lot of fun for the fans, just because you got some good two teams that are really, really good. They kind of complement each other really well. I anticipate with Palo Duro, of course, the up-tempo. They want to try to get things going. Marcus Loftus, it was fun for me because I got to do his first year at Hereford, so I got to broadcast those games when he was at Hereford. And so he brought that up-tempo style over to the herd, and really, as obviously in the first year here with PD, has continued that. But more importantly, he just understands everything that the Dons want to do, and take over for a legend like Jeff Evans and be able to continue doing what they've been doing so well. That's just a big compliment to Marcus. And then, of course, Jason Pillion, I mean, his club, he adjusts to whatever the talent level is. And so, and he's got some great talent, obviously, with both the Browns that can play as well, but with Hassan and really you can go down the bench as far as Amarillo High is concerned, and really not have a big drop off. And so I think that's going to be just a really great matchup tonight at Amarillo High.
Absolutely. Two very well coached teams. Last time these two teams met, it was a bit more lopsided than I think people expected it to be. A lot of people expected it to be a really close game, two great teams, two really strong teams meeting up, and Amarillo High really ran away with the game, 53-33. Do you expect another lopsided game, or do you think this one will go a little bit closer to the way that people kind of predicted the first one would go?
I think it will go a little closer than what people predicted, just from the standpoint. I think in the first game, both teams were undefeated at that time in district play. And so Palo Duro may have had a little bit more butterfly action going in that one. And probably, it just took them a little while to kind of get things going in that. Now, credit Amarillo High, to credit their defense and the pressure they were able to apply to the Dons. But the other thing is, I just think there was a little more anticipation for Palo Duro. They've weathered that. They've gotten through, some more district games. I think they've settled into a nice routine. They kind of know what to expect. I mean, both teams know they're in the playoffs, so there's not a question. It's really the district championship. Is there going to be a co-district championship? That's what Palo Duro's trying to do tonight, or is it Amarillo High going to win it outright? And so, that's what's on the line for these two clubs tonight. And I really feel like if Palo Duro can get in the rhythm that they want to, that they are going to strive to do, then that'll kind of change the tempo a little bit of this ball game. Amarillo High, I mean, again, inside-outside game, they have both. That's to their advantage, and so they're going to try to do that, try to control things, maybe obviously like they did in the first game, slow the offense down and really play controlled basketball. Coach Pillion likes to do that. There's not one pass and everybody's putting up a shot. They're going to be passing around the perimeter looking for the great shot. And so we'll just see who kind of dictates tempo tonight.
Absolutely. Well, it's set to be one of the best games of the high school basketball season so far. Brice, once again, thank you for coming on the show. Really appreciate you talking a little bit of Amarillo High Palo Duro basketball tonight. You can hear Brice Sheets on the call at Amarillo High Palo Duro. This game, though, will be at Palo Duro at 7:30. We always encourage that you make it out to the game if you can, but if you can't, we have you covered on TPSNsports.com. Brice, once again, thanks for coming on the show. Really appreciate it.
It's at Amarillo High. Keep that in mind.
Is at Amarillo High. What am I doing? I read that right there, and then I said Palo Duro. Thank you for correcting me. If you're listening,
Okay.
Don't trust me. I don't know what I'm doing here. I can't read. I'm tired. I'm running off low sleep here. Brice, thanks again for coming on the show. Really appreciate it.
You bet.
We'll be right back with more Sports Drive right after this break.